What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com, and we're here today to talk about Scarface's first album in a long time, Deeply Rooted. Scarface's music, man, it doesn't seem like it ages. You know, you can listen to his entire discography and it still sounds fresh. And on Deeply Rooted, you know, he kind of tackles a lot of the same things that he's been talking about throughout his entire career, like death and relationships and drugs and, you know, things going on within the community. Um, the difference with this album is that Face sounds even more sharper than ever. He sounds like he's, you know, mastered his craft. He's mastered his sound, you know. N.O. Joe, who has worked with Scarface for well over 2 decades, is back, you know, and does the bulk of the production on the album. So having those two together once again is it's an incredible combination. It's an underrated combination too, you know. And I think that's really what gives Deeply Rooted, you know, such a unique sound, such a polished sound, if you will. My only thing was, in terms of production, I wanted Mike Dean to do more. He does the intro and outro, which are the same, you know, the same instrumental for, you know, the intro and outro. And that's the only credit that Mike Dean has on here. Um, I'm sure, you know, he's been hard at work working with Kanye and Travis Scott and whoever else, but I would have loved to have seen him, you know, have a little bit more input into this album. I gotta say, there's a lot of vivid stories on Deeply Rooted, a lot of interesting concepts. Dope Man Pushing was one that stood out to me. You know, it's him from the perspective of a dope man, and I like it because he makes it believable. The lyrics and then the tone, like he changes his tone. He raps a little more aggressively than he normally does, and I like that record. God with John Legend is another standout. You know, it's a perspective of, you know, being God, like what he would do if he was God, and, you know, also if we didn't have a God. Um, I like the fact that he has Nas on the album because people are looking forward to Nas's next album, and all these guest features he's been doing, or not all of them, but there, you know, there's been a few over the last year, not a lot, and they're all kind of building towards, you know, Nas having some kind of a amazing next album, and I'm looking forward to it. Like always, I mean, Rick Ross guest features are either hit or miss. I didn't feel like he added too much to Do What I Do. It's good to hear Zero on the hooks of that record, and Fuck You Too. What else? Cee-Lo is always good for a hook. Yeah, but I mean, overall, if you're a Scarface fan, you're gonna love this album. If you're not a Scarface fan, I think you'll love this album too because it's a good introduction. I feel like you can jump into any Scarface album and, you know, become a fan of his music. And that's what Deeply Rooted did for me. It sounds incredible from start to finish. You can pick it up on iTunes now. You can go to Best Buy and get a deluxe edition that has 3 bonus songs. Definitely go and support this album. Go listen on Spotify if you're, you know, on the fence about it, but you shouldn't be. It's Scarface. You know what to expect by now. So yeah, once you listen to Deeply Rooted, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you think of that album. You know, if there's anything he could have done better, if there's anything that you know, any guest features you feel would have been good, anything you want to say about the album, let me know. And subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, follow me on Twitter at sermonsdomain. And most importantly, thank you for your time. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, peace.